Hey, let's see if we can finish Monopoly this week. Okay, right. All right. Okay. So last week we spent so much time, almost the entire lesson for natural monopoly. So natural monopoly, right? We know what that is, and we know there's a diagram for natural monopoly, and we did way more than just talking about natural monopoly. We also talk about the details in economies of scale, right? And because of that concept right there, we know how to draw this diagram right here. Okay, and from this diagram, and we know that uh, if we do not control those natural monopolies, uh, the society will be having some troubles. Okay, because people they will have to pay a high price for the goods and services, and that's why sometimes the government they have to step in and control natural monopoly. Okay, yeah, they might have to fix the pricing for those companies, right? Yeah, so we talk about maybe they can fix it at a point where they can get allocative efficiency, or they can fix it at a point where the company can get normal profit. Okay, so that the government is trying to achieve more allocative efficiency right there. Okay, all right. Yeah, so that's natural monopoly, and then at the end of the class we talk about one case, and this is the case. This is the case, right? Yeah, uh, yeah. This is a very popular case. You know, Martin Shkreli, right? That person, and well, after you finish the video, then you know what he did. Yeah, so he raised up the price of this very essential, very like a life-saving drug from 13.50, $13.50 to $750 per tablet, and you can see if you are being a monopoly, sometimes you are kind of inefficient, right? You try to push up the price so high, and you're trying to control your output because you want to earn some more profits. But the fun thing is, Ray sent me some information about this case, and the information talk about you know actually Martin was not trying to rip off the customers. He was trying to save the customers. Uh, yeah, to gain some insurances from the government or something. Yeah, I haven't looked at it in detail, so I'm not going to judge if he is the real bad guy or he is just like a Robin Hood. Yeah, but yeah, you see, sometimes Monopoly they might be good. Okay, they might be good to the society, but most of the time, usually they are really bad. Okay, yeah. Let's say this company is a good one, but we have so many other examples where the monopolies they are making good use of the advantage that they have, and yeah, at the end, the society is not efficient, right? So another example, you can yeah, if you're interested, you can take a look of this another drug right here, yeah, EpiPen right there, and that's just another example showing you how inefficient a monopoly is. They are always trying to control the price. They're always trying to increase the price and control the output so that they can earn more profits. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, so now let's go to yeah, the very last part. Yeah, about the last part, we always talk about efficiency. Yeah, so at the end, yeah, you are going to expect. Look, every time when we talk about market structure, at the very last part, efficiency. There it is, right? So here, I want you to, yeah, look, just grab yourself some paper, okay? Yeah, grab yourself a paper, grab yourself a pen, and then, yeah, we are going to do some more drawings, okay? Right? So this is what I want you to draw, okay? So first of all, I want you to draw a diagram of monopoly, right? Which is making abnormal profits. Okay, so that's the first diagram that you have to draw. Okay, right? And yeah, so after you have drawn this diagram, of course, you want to show me all the labeling. Yeah, okay, right? So show me the price where they are selling at this profit maximization. Okay, right? And also the output that they are going to sell at this profit maximization situation. Okay, all right. So this is the first diagram that you have to draw, and well, you can use the same diagram to show me the next two steps. Okay, all right. So the second thing that I want you to do it is this. Okay, can you show me if they are trying to achieve allocative efficiency, where's the price that they are going to sell it, and the output that they are going to sell it. Okay, right? Yeah. Okay, and when you are drawing that, yeah, try to find. Okay, yeah, if you can see any welfare loss if you're doing that. Okay, so yeah, for now, can you just start drawing the two tasks? Okay, in the screen. Yeah, and so after you have finished your drawing, can you just send me a picture so that I can see if your diagram is correct? All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you like 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll go through that. Okay. All right. So I've seen, yeah, the work from quite a lot of you. They are mostly correct. Okay. Yeah. So that is pretty good. That is pretty good, right? So here I'm just gonna quickly show you, yeah, how it's done, and it's very simple. Look. Okay. Wait a second. All right. Yeah. So here, well, pretty sure you can see the whiteboard right now. So for the monopoly diagram, I think it's quite simple. You all know how to draw it. But how do we find the allocative efficiency? Yeah. So yeah, even though most of you got it correctly, okay, I'm just gonna quickly go through this, right? You can think about this using a very simple demand and supply diagram, right? So let's draw a small one right here. Yeah, P and Q, right? Your axis. So here you have demand curve and your supply curve, right? Okay, allocative efficiency is where if we're able to uh, have the output at the equilibrium. Okay, so this one here, Q1, and P1 right here. Okay, so if we are using this output Q1 right here, yep. So the CS and also the PS, they will be maximized, right? They will be maximized. Okay, so at the end you will see, because they are being maximized, you will get allocative efficiency. Okay, so this big triangle here, yeah, this is our social surplus, right? But when we are talking about, something quite inefficient, let's say now we are using the same diagram, yeah, demand and supply. And but this time we are not going to produce it in the equilibrium. Okay, let's say we are going to control the output. So now we are controlling the output less than what we are supposed to produce at the equilibrium. So let's say right here, yeah, right here. Okay, let's call that Q2, and we just have to draw the line right upwards. And so if we are producing it at Q2, look, the price is going to go up, right? Yeah, let's say P2. Okay, if we do that, look, you will see something different. So now, this time, okay, we are creating some loss for both of the parties. Okay, so now you see, for the CS, it's just this triangle here. Okay, yeah, and for the PS, is this trapezia right here. Okay, and at the end, this, well, let's use another color for this. Uh, okay, at the end, you will see there's a loss in this triangle that we will never be able to get back, right? So at the end, this is the dead weight loss. Okay, yep. If we are using this very simple example to apply it into the monopoly diagram, it's the same. Okay, the logic is the same, right? So you go to your monopoly diagram right here. Okay, right? Yeah, you do your, yeah, daily routine. You have your demand curve, you have your MR curve, right? And also, give it a Nike tag. So that's your MC, right? And because now you want to show abnormal profit, so you want to set your average total cost curve a bit lower, right? So let's say I'm gonna set it right here. Okay, so like this, right? Yep. And that's your ATC, right? So profit maximization is where MR is equal to MC, so that is here, right? So Q1, that is your profit maximization point, right? So draw a line upwards. So that is your price, okay? So P1, okay, right? But we know that if we want to achieve allocative efficiency, we want to find when demand is equal to supply, okay, or MC is equal to MB, right? And which is here, Okay, yeah, so this is your demand curve, and this is your MC curve. Demand curve is also equal to MB, right? It's also AR, or yeah, also price, equal to price, right? Okay, so many different names that you can use, right? But at the end, they're the same, right? So if we are selling it at that output right here, Q2, we can achieve allocative efficiency. But now we are selling it at P1. That's inefficient. So at the end, look, if you compare this diagram to this diagram, okay, you are going to find something different. I mean similar. Yeah, similar. So you will see, look, okay, this triangle right here is the same triangle that you will get from here. Okay, all right, yeah, and at the same time, look, talking about the CS and PS, you can find it the same way it is as the one that we did for the very simple demand and supply diagram. So talking about the CS, yeah, the purple one, all right, and also yeah, well, but for this one here, yeah, forget about it. The very, the tail of the MC, right? You just have to briefly, draw the shape of the PS, somewhere around it. Okay, so let's say like this. Okay, yeah, so like this. All right, so that's how you can do it, right? Yeah, they're basically the same. Okay, you have the same logic here. Then yeah, you'll be able to find, okay, yeah, the change in CSPS, and also the deadweight loss created by increasing the price to an inefficient level. All right, yeah, okay. Uh, yeah, yeah. You take MC as the supply curve, because see here, S is also equal to MC, right? D is equal to MB. Okay, yeah. So if you apply this into your market structure diagrams, look, okay, you just have to use this logic, right, to draw your diagrams. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, yeah, easy. All right. But now, can you use the same diagram? Can you use the same diagram, and can you help me find this one? Where are you going to produce your output and the price if you want to achieve productive efficiency? So can you just, yeah, when you're drawing, can you just tell me, so where are you going to do that if you want to achieve productive efficiency? The minimum point of ATC, right? So when you are drawing that, okay, I'm just going to do it from my end. Just going to use a green color this time. So ATC, the minimum point of the ATC is right here, the intersection between MC and ATC, right there. You see the green color? Yeah. So let's call that Q3, okay, and P3, okay. Yeah. So if I want to achieve productive efficiency, then I'm going to have the output of Q3. All right, and I'm going to sell my goods at P3. All right, okay. So you now you can see P1, that's profit max, right? And for P2, okay, allocative efficiency, and for P3, productive efficiency. All right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Right. Okay. So from the diagram, can you tell me if you are a monopoly, are you able to achieve allocative efficiency or productive efficiency? Can you achieve either one of them, or can you achieve both of them? If you are being a normal monopoly, do you think you can achieve efficiency when you look at the diagram? Hello. Is anyone here? I mean, of course, you're not going to achieve allocative efficiency or productive efficiency because you are producing it at this point, Q1, P1. Okay, so if you are a monopoly, right? So once again, you are always going to raise up the price and you control your output, so you are not able to achieve both allocative and productive efficiency. Okay, if you are a monopoly, right? Yeah, because you are not going to sell your products at Q2 or Q3. Okay, you are a monopoly. You want to earn as much profits as possible. Okay, all right, yeah. So if you're a monopoly, forget about allocative efficiency or productive efficiency. All right, yeah, okay, yeah. So for allocative efficiency, we know that, yeah, because we know they are going to raise up the price intentionally. So there will be some people they will be losing, right? Like the consumers, right? You see, the CS is getting smaller. Okay, if you are in an allocative efficiency, look, CS is being maximized, but here CS, well, both CS and PS, they all lost something. Okay, and that's why you see a dead weight loss. So that's why allocative efficiency is not able to achieve. Okay, and at the same time, because you are a monopoly, okay, and this curve here, this U-shaped curve here, that is your cost schedule. All right, yeah, and because you are a monopoly and there's no competition, right? There's no competition, so you will not be pressured by your competitors. So you don't even need to, okay, increase your output in order to reduce your costs. So at the end, you are going to stick at Q1. So if that's the case, if you control your output, okay, at a lower level, so your cost should be a bit higher, right? Instead of producing it at Q3, try to make yourself more competitive and try to enjoy a lower cost. Now you are going to control your output at Q1, so you are not going to achieve productive efficiency as well. Okay, yeah. So this is just how you explain it. Right? So from the diagram, you can see you cannot achieve allocative and productive efficiency very easily. But if you want to explain like why it cannot achieve both of the efficiencies, this is how you explain it. All right? Okay? All right? Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, right? So there you go. Allocative efficiency of monopoly and productive efficiency of monopoly. Look, both of them, right, will not be seen from this market structure here. Okay, right. And also, there's one more efficiency that we have to learn just for this market structure right here. Okay, and we call that X efficiency. Okay, so that yeah, maybe you have already heard of this in GCSE. Yeah, but we didn't talk about this much in GCSE, right? So when you talk about monopoly, you always want to take a look of X efficiency, and that's the case of minimizing waste. Okay, right? So when you talk about X efficiency, it's all about minimizing waste, right? So here, look, take a look at this. Let's assume you are a monopoly with no competition. All right. So what are you going to do about the issues below? So if you're a monopoly, there's no competition, and you see inside your company there is a huge demotivated workforce, and the management in your company is very poor, and at the same time, no one or there's no intention for innovation or using new technology. So if you are like the biggest shareholder of this monopoly, what are you going to do about the issues here? What are you going to do? Any ideas? Or fire redundant workers? Okay, all right, yeah. Any other ideas? Any other yeah? Any other ideas? Yep. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look at it. Yeah, you are a monopoly. There's no competition. Yeah. So what else would you do? What else would you do if you see the issues from there? Or increasing wage? Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe that will motivate the workforce. Maybe. Yeah. Anything else? Poor management. Yeah. There's no innovation of technology. Hire new workers. Right. Anything else? Invest more in R&D. Yeah. Pretty good. Anything else? Come on. All right. Yep. Okay. So yeah, here we have some ideas in the chat box. Uh, but look, think about this one more time. You are a monopoly. Okay, you are a monopoly. There's no competition. What's the hint? What's the hint? And you are a monopoly. You are a pure monopoly. There's no competition. Introduce competition. Well, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Okay? Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, Cheryl. Yes. It doesn't matter. Look at this. Who the hell cares? You are earning all the monies that you want. Okay, it doesn't really matter that you have the motivated workforce, you have poor management, you have no intention for innovative technologies whatsoever. You are the only one in the market. Okay, people, they are either gonna buy your products or they do something else, right? Yeah, they don't have much choices. Okay, so at the end, even you see your company, there is a demotivated workforce. There are so many other issues in your company. You don't care, all right? Yeah, because you are going to earn money. You are going to earn profits anyways. Okay, right? So at the end, this is the key word: complacency. Okay, you become so like you're kind of too cocky. Okay, and you become very lazy. Because yeah, I'm gonna earn profits anyway, so I'm not gonna do anything to improve myself, right? Like this. Okay, this attitude right here. That's monopoly. Okay, right. So at the end, it's really bad. And that's why when we talk about X efficiency, we talk about minimizing waste. But if you are a market structure like this, okay, like this monopoly right here, right, there will be so much waste. Yep, you know why there is so much waste, because you're not trying to do something about the issues all over the places. Okay, right? So at the end, when we talk about monopoly, when we talk about X efficiency, there will be no X efficiency. Okay, you will see X inefficiency in monopoly as well. Okay, so yeah, so X inefficiency, here is just a very simple definition for you. Okay, because of all the extra waste, you are producing your goods at a higher, at a level higher than the necessary average total cost. Okay, yeah, it sounds kind of complicated, but when you look at the diagram, is quite simple. So look at this. This is once again, okay, your ATC curve. This is your cost schedule. Okay, right? In different output, you are going to have a different level of cost. Okay, so that's what is this? That's the case, right? But let's say when you are producing your goods at Q1, normally, if you have no waste, if you are being very competitive, if you when you see problems, when you see problems, you're trying to fix them, you are going to producing. I mean, you are going to produce your goods within, along your cost schedule. Okay, so your cost at Q1 is going to be at C1. All right, yeah. But now, if you are a monopoly, then you don't care about all those things. So at the end, you created some waste. Okay, and that waste will give you extra costs. Okay, so even though when you are producing it at Q1, you cannot produce it at C1 anymore, because there is some extra waste that you don't care. So you are going to produce at a point higher than your cost schedule at your output. Okay, so instead of producing it at C1, you are now actually producing at C2, right? So this distance here, that's the waste. Okay, that's the waste. All right. So with that being said, if you want to find X efficiency, it's very simple. You just have to produce your goods along your cost schedule. Any point along your cost schedule. That's how you achieve X efficiency. Okay, so any point, look, if you are producing it at let's say Q2 right here, let's say right here Q2. So if you want to achieve X efficiency, then yeah, your cost level should be here. Okay, here, right? If let's say if you are producing at Q3, let's say right here, okay, you will achieve your X efficiency if your cost is at here. Okay, yeah, right, yeah, this particular point, okay, on this curve. So your cost will be somewhere around here. Okay, so any point along the cost curve will give you X efficiency, and apparently, from the monopoly, you cannot achieve that. All right, okay, yeah. So yeah, so there you go. All right, yeah, because of the nature of monopoly, complacency. That's a very good keyword to describe why monopoly will achieve X inefficiency. Okay, in this market structure. All right, yeah. So there you go. So yeah, to make a summary, right? So take a look at this. Okay, for monopoly, monopoly, there will be no allocative efficiency. Okay, right? Because we know they like to increase the price, right? And for higher profits, right? That's why there's no allocative efficiency, and at the same time, there will be no productive efficiency, right? okay, because there's no competition, so they're not being pressured to lower the price, lower the cost, right? So they are not going to use the productive efficiency output, right? So there will be no productive efficiency, and at the same time, we just learned that there will be no X efficiency, okay, because of complacency. There will be more waste, so there will be higher cost, higher cost than the cost necessary to run that output. Okay, right? So at the end, look, you can see there will be no efficiency in a monopoly. Okay, yeah. So you are going to achieve all kinds of inefficiencies in monopoly. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, right, yeah. So there you go. So monopoly is not really good for the society. Yeah, this is what we can say. Not very good, but sometimes, yeah, maybe a little time they may be good for the society. Okay, so of course we are going to make some arguments, right? But you can see normally, okay, so this is in the normal case, they are really bad for the society. Okay, they are really bad, right? So okay, so this is another topic right here, more like a side topic, but yeah, let's see if you are able to explain that. So, if you are in the monopoly, yeah, when you look at the diagram, then you can see, right, why they would never choose to operate on an elastic portion of its demand curve. So why they would never do that? Why they would never operate, yeah, on an inelastic part of the demand curve? So where is the inelastic portion? Where is it? The inelastic portion of the demand curve. Where is it? Can you yeah, direct me to that portion? Where is it? Yeah, below a midpoint of demand curve, but where is the midpoint? I just want to know where is the midpoint. Yeah, m out is equal to 0. Yeah, exactly. Right. So where if you can get if you are there, then your total revenue should be the highest. Right. So after that, remember that curve, it will go back down. Right. Okay. So here m out, when m out is equal to 0, if you draw the curve upwards, so this is the midpoint. Okay. So from here upwards, that's your elastic portion, and from here downwards, that's your inelastic portion, right? Okay, so that's good. But why not? But why they would never operate their business, yeah, in this portion? Why not? Any ideas? Well, I can give you some hint. So take a look at this. Well, we know where it is, right? Yeah, when MR is equal to MC. Okay, right? Yeah. So right here, that's your profit maximization. Okay, we know that. But the thing is, look, this question right here. Do you ever see a point in MC represents a negative number? Do you? So this is your MC curve. Do you ever see a point in MC represents a negative number? No, no, never. Okay, right? MC additional cost. If you are producing it more, there should be like higher MC curve. Okay, like higher MC. All right. So there you never see that. Okay. But the thing is, if you have to profit, make profit maximization, okay, when MC is equal to MR, okay, right? And you know that MC is always positive. So you know that MR must be positive to reach profit maximization. Yeah, does it make any sense? Yeah, right? Okay, because of the nature of the MC. It's always positive. So if that's positive and you want to get profit maximization when MC is equal to MR, right? You need to find a matching. And if that's the case, MC is always positive, then your MR should be always positive in order to get that profit maximization. Okay? So at the end, if you are having the output in the inelastic portion of the demand curve, then because once you pass the midpoint, okay, the MR is going to be negative, right? You see that? Yeah, MR is equal to 0. So after that, when you pass beyond this point, negative numbers, okay, right? So at the end, look, you will see right here, okay. So that means here the midpoint. Yeah, here's the midpoint, right? So above the midpoint, okay, the MR above the midpoint, yeah, will give you an elastic a portion of demand curve. Okay, so that's why the monopolies, they will not operate their business in the inelastic portion of the demand curve. Okay, all right, yeah, yeah, because of this, right? Okay, MC is always positive, right? And if you want to maximize your profit, right, you use this equation here, then you will not have the output when the MR is negative. Okay, because you will not achieve profit maximization if you do that. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, if you're being asked a question like this, yeah, you just have to explain it like what I just did here. Okay, all right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, all right. Okay, right. So very quickly, yeah, let's just yeah go to this part here. Okay, so you see, MTR in Hong Kong and also Tesla, right, in Hong Kong, they are basically, they are both monopolies in Hong Kong. Okay, but we know so much about monopoly now, but they are always some bad things. What could be the good things if you are being a monopoly? What could be the benefits that you can bring to the society? Yeah. Anyway, natural monopoly or a normal monopoly doesn't really matter. Is still monopoly. Okay. So now we are trying to yeah, discuss a little bit the good things that a monopoly can bring to the society. Well, lower costs. As less competition, hence yeah, lower price. Yes, right. And this is what you can and find in natural monopoly, right? Particularly, okay. But anything else, any other good things that a monopoly can possibly bring to the society when they are earning so much profits? What can it do about the profits? R&D, right? Yeah, yeah, to improve the services, innovation, right? Okay, yeah, yeah, do all kinds of investments. Yeah, that's good, right? So at the end, if they do that, they can achieve the same result. The production is being more efficient, and at the end, possibly they can lower the price, and the people they will get the benefits. Okay, right? Yeah. So that's the positive side from monopoly. Okay, right? Yeah. And yeah. So there you go. So when you talk about advantages of monopolies, okay, yeah, usually you want to talk about the R&D, right, innovation, because they have so much profits. so they can use the profits for more R&Ds, more innovation, and at the end, look, efficiency, right? The production is getting more efficient, so the cost is getting lower, the price can be set lower, and also, right, if you have higher R&D and innovation, it it creates a higher barrier to entry. Okay, because people, your competitors, they would not be able to catch up if you have a very good innovation or technologies in your company. So yeah, right. Okay, so R&D, that's one of them, and at the same time, right? When you think about economies of scale, okay, because when you think about it, you are a monopoly, and if you are able to produce output to the entire market, right? So you can possibly get economies of scale. So if you do that, right, once again, the costs, they are going to be lower, and possibly you can set a lower price, right? Okay. So sometimes when you talk about economies of scale in monopolies, right, uh, we know that most of the time, right, when you talk about perfect competition, they should be more able to set a lower price, and because of the nature of that market. But if you are a monopoly and you are able to control R&D and economies of scale, eventually, yeah, you might be able to set your price lower at a higher output. So at the end, okay, this theory will be override. Okay, yeah, because right, we used to know if you are perfect competition, then you should be more able to set your price lower, and you should be more able to set your output higher. But if you're using the advantages here, okay, then you can make your argument. Yeah, sometimes it might not be this. Yeah, it might not be this case. Okay, it might not be this case. If you are a monopoly, look, you can still beat perfect competition at price and also output, because you are, yeah, you can get the benefits from more R&D innovation and also economies of scale. So at the end, you might be even more competitive than the firms in perfect competition. So this is just one argument that you can make for monopoly. Okay, when you are trying to compare monopolies and perfect competitions together. Okay, all right, yeah, yeah, yeah. So at the end, right, lower price because of technological innovation, and maybe because of economies of scale, right? So lower prices, people, they will be happy when they are buying your goods and services. So you see, yeah, the advantages of monopolies. Okay, they are pretty much based on the abnormal profits that they earn. Okay, right, and yeah, and also natural monopoly, of course, right? If you can produce it for the entire market, so there will be no duplicated resources. Okay, there will be less waste, and yeah, more efficient. So when you are selling your products to your consumers, could be cheaper, right? So these are all the advantages that you can find from monopoly. But yeah, they are quite arguable. Okay, they are quite arguable, right? Because when you are being a monopoly, you are going to be quite yeah, complacent. Okay, yeah, there'll be so much complacency, right? So at the end, if you are going to do this, that's a question. Okay, if you are going to invest so much in R&D, yeah, if you are going to really increase the output, that's another question. Okay, if you're really going to lower the price, look, I mean, it's very arguable. So, but yeah, but we know that, yeah, because when we are working for working on a paper one, sometimes we have to make arguments. So these are some arguments that you can make. Okay, all right, yeah, okay, all right. So yeah, so that's all for yeah, today. Okay, so go to the next lesson. All right. Yeah, still cannot finish this topic. Yeah. We are like 2 slides left. Okay, right. So let's finish it next week. All right. I'll see you guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ian, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Holidays. Yeah, holidays. So I guess I'm still going to give you some homework. Okay. You remember the worksheet that we have done for perfect competition? Yeah. So that very long worksheet, well, you can also find, you can also find the part of monopoly in that worksheet. So finish that part. Okay, I think it's like 3 pages. Yeah, 3 pages. Okay, right. I'm gonna put it up on Google Classroom once again. So don't worry about this. So yeah. It's as a holiday homework. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys. Bye bye. Bye.